Prospero, master of a full cell, and thy no greater father.
More to know did never meddle with my thoughts.
'Tis time I should inform thee farther. Lend thy hand, and pluck my magic garment from me. So, wipe thou thine eyes, have comfort. The direful spectacle of a wreck, which touched the very virtue of compassion in thee, I have, with such provision in mine art, so safely ordered, that there is no soul in the vessel which thou saw'st sink. Sit down, for thou must now no further. Obey and be attentive. Canst thou remember a time before we came unto this cell? I do not think thou canst, for then thou wast not out 3 years old.
Certainly, sir, I can.
By what? By any other house or person? Of anything the image tell me that I've kept with thy remembrance.
'Tis far off, and rather like a dream than an assurance my remembrance warrants. Had I not once 4 or 5 women that tended me?
Thou hadst, and more, Miranda. 12 years since, Miranda, 12 years since, thy father was the Duke of Milan and a prince of power.
Sir, are you not my father?
Thy mother was a piece of virtue, and she said thou wast my daughter, and thy father was Duke of Milan, and thou his only heir, and princess no worse issued.
Oh, heavens! What foul play had we that we came from thence? Or blessed was it we did?
My brother and thy uncle, called Antonio, I pray thee mark that a brother should be so perfidious, he who next thyself of all the world I loved. The government I cast upon my brother, and to my state grew stranger, being transported and wrapped in secret studies. Thy false uncle, dost thou attend me?
Oh, good sir, I do.
I pray thee, mark me. I thus neglecting worldly ends, all dedicated to closeness in the bettering of my mind. He being thus lorded, not only with what my revenue yielded, but what my power might else exact, he did believe he was indeed the duke, hence his ambition growing. Dost thou hear?
Your tale, sir, would cure deafness.
To have no screen between this part he played and him he played it for, he needs will be absolute Milan. Me, poor man, my library was duped and large enough. Of temporal royalties he thinks me now incapable, confederates with the king of Naples.
Oh, the heavens!
Mark his condition in the event, then tell me if this might be a brother.
I should sin to think but nobly of my grandmother. Good wombs have borne bad sons.
Now the condition. The king of Naples hearkens my brother's suit, which was that he should presently extirpate me and mine out of the dukedom, and confer fair Milan with all the honors on my brother. Whereon, one midnight, did Antonio open the gates of Milan, and, in the dead of darkness, hurried thence me and thy crying self.
Alack, for mercy! I not remembering how I cried out then will cry it o'er again.
Hear a little further, and then I'll bring thee to the present business.
Wherefore did they not that hour destroy us?
Well demanded, which my tale provokes that question. In few, they hurried us aboard a bark, bore us some leagues to sea, where they prepared a rotten carcass of a boat, not rigged, nor tackles, sail, nor mast. The very rats instinctively had quit it. There they hoist us, to cry to the sea that roared to us.
What trouble was I then to you?
Oh, fair then thou wast that did preserve me. Thou didst smile, infuse it with a fortitude.
How came we ashore?
By providence divine. Some food we had, and some fresh water that a noble Neapolitan did give us, with rich garments, linen, stuffs, and necessaries. Knowing I loved my books, he, Gonzalo, furnished me for mine own library, drawings that I prize above my dukedom.
Would I might but ever see that man!
Sit still, and hear the last of our sea sorrow. Here in this island we arrived, and here have I, thy schoolmaster, made thee more profit than other princesses can that have more time for vainer hours than tutors not so careful.
Heavens thank you for it, but forgive me, sir, for 'tis still beating in my mind your reason for raising this sea storm.
My action is most strange. Bountiful fortune hath mine enemies brought to this shore. Here, cease more questions. Thou art inclined to sleep. Come away, servant, come. I am ready now. Approach, my Ariel, come.
I come to answer thy best pleasure.
Best to fly,
To swim!
to dive into fire,
To ride on the curled clouds, to thy strong bidding task Ariel and all his quality.
Hast thou, spirit, performed to point the Tempest that I bade thee?
To every article! I boarded the king's ship.
now on the beach,
Now on the waist, the deck, and every cabin.
I flamed amazement. Sometime I divide and burn in many places. On the topmast,
the yard,
And about the way flame distinctly.
then meet and join. The fire and cracks of sulphurous roaring, the most mighty Neptune seemed to besiege, and make his bold waves tremble, yea, his dread trident shake.
My brave spirit, who was so firm, so constant, that this coil would not infect his reason?
Not a
Not a
soul.
soul.
All but mariners plunged in the foaming brine and quit the vessel, then all afire with me.
The king's son Ferdinand was the first man that leaped, cried.
hell empty and all the
Why, that's my Ariel. But was this not nigh shore?
Close by, my master.
But are they, Ariel, safe?
Not a hair perished. On their sustaining garments, not a blemish, but fresher than before.
And as thou base me and choose I disperse them about the isle.
King Tanabe landed by himself.
In an odd angle of the isle, and sitting his arms in this sad knot.
Of the kingship, the mariners say how thou hast disposed, and all the rest of the fleet.
Safely in harbor is the king's ship.
In the deep nook out in the need.
The mariners, all in hatches stowed, who with a charm joined to themselves for labor, I have left asleep.
Ariel, thy charge exactly is performed.
Yeah!
But there's more work.
Oh.
What is the time of the day?
Past the mid-season.
At least 2 glasses. The time twixt 6 and now must by us both be spent most preciously.
Is there more toil? Since thou dost give me pains, let me remember thee what thou hast promised, which is not yet performed to me.
How now, Moody? What is thou canst demand?
My liberty.
My liberty!
My liberty!
Before this time be out no more.
I prithee, remember I have done thee worthy service.
Tell me no lie!
Maybe I'm mistaken!
Served without our grudge or grumblings. Thou didst promise to bake me a full year.
Dost thou forget from what a torment I did free thee?
No.
No!
No!
Thou dost.
I do not, sir.
Thou lies, malignant thing. Hast thou forgot the foul witch Sycorax, who with ancient envy was grown into a hoop? Hast thou forgot her?
No.
Thou hast. This blue-eyed hag was hither brought with child, and here was left by the sailors. Thou, my slave, was then her servant, and she did confine me into a golden pot. Within which rift and prison thou didst painfully remain a dozen years, within which space she died and left thee there. Then was this island, save for the sun that she did litter here, not honored with a human shape.
Yeah!
Caliban!
Her son.
Dull thing, I say so, he that Caliban whom now I keep in service. Thou best knowest what torment I did find thee in. Thy groans did make wolves howl, and penetrate the breasts of ever angry bear. It was mine art, when I arrived and heard thee, that made gape the pine and let thee out.
I thank you, master.
If thou more murmurest, I will rend an oak, and peg thee in his knotty entrails till thou hast howled away 12 winters.
Pardon, master. I will be correspondent to command and do my spiriting gently.
Do so, and after 2 days I will discharge thee.
That's my noble master.
What shall I do?
Say what?
What shall I do?
Go make thyself like an into the sea, invisible to every eyeball else. Go, pitch with diligence. Awake, dear heart, awake. Thou hast slept well. Awake.
The strangeness of your story, but heaven descend me.
Shake it off. Come on. We'll visit Caliban, my slave, who never yields his kind answer.
'Tis a villain, sir, I do not love to look on.
But as 'tis, we cannot miss him. He does make our fire, fetch in our wood, and serves in offices that profit us. What ho, slave Caliban, thou art thou, speak!
Thou swollen up with head.
Come forth, I say, there's other business for thee. Come, thou tortoise, thou poisonous slave, got by the devil himself upon thy wicked dam, come forth!
I must meet you my dinner. This iron is mine, by Sycorax my mother, which thou takest from me. When thou camest first, thou stalkest me and madest much of me. Wouldst give me water with berries in it, and teach me how to name the bigger light, and how the less that burn by day and night. And then I love and thee. Curse be I that did so, or the charms of cigarettes, toads, speedos, bats, right on you.
Thou most lying slave, I have used thee, filled as thou art with human care, and lodged thee in mine own cell, till thou didst seek to violate the honor of my child.
Would it have been done? I will have people the taught me language, and my profit on it is I know how to curse.
Hags eat hits! Fetch us some fuel. Shruggest thou, Malice? If thou neglects or dost unwillingly what I command, I'll rack thee with old crap. Ah! Make thee roar. Ah! The beast shall shrivel at thy dead. Ah! So slay hits!
It sounds no more, and sure, it waits upon some god of the island. Sitting on a bank, weeping again the king my father's wrecked. This music crept by me upon the waters, allaying both their fury and my passion with its sweet air. Thence I have followed it, or hath drawn me rather. But 'tis gone. No! It begins again! The ditty does remember my drowned father. This is no mortal business, nor no sound of the earth those. I hear now above me!
The fringed curtains of thine eyes advance and say what thou seest beyond.
What is it? A spirit? Lord, how it looks about. Believe me, sir, it carries a brave form, but 'tis a spirit.
No, witch, it eats and sleeps and hath such senses as we have, such. This gallant which thou seest was in the wreck. He hath lost his fellows and strays about to find them.
I might call him a thing divine, for nothing natural I ever saw so noble.
It goes on, I see, as my soul prompts it. Delicate spirit, fine spirit, I'll free thee within 2 days for this.
Most sure the goddess on whom these airs attend. Oh, you wonder if you be maid or no.
No wonder, sir, but certainly a maid.
My language! Heavens! I am the best of them that speak the speech, where I but were 'tis spoken.
How? The best? What wert thou the King of Naples heard thee?
He does hear me, and that he does, I weep. Myself at Naples, who with my eyes beheld the king my father's wrecked.
Alack, for mercy.
Yes, faith, and all the lords, the Duke of Milan and his brave son being twain.
The Duke of Milan and his more braver daughter could control thee if now 'twere fit to do it. At the first sight they have changed eyes. Delicate Ariel, I'll set thee free for this. A word, good sir. I fear you've done yourself some wrong. A word.
Why speaks my father so ungently? This is the third man that e'er I saw. The first that e'er I sighed for. Pity moved my father to be inclined my way.
Oh, if your affection not go forth, I'll make you the Queen of Naples.
They are both in either's powers, but this swift business I must uneasy make, lest too light winning make the prize light. Soft, sir! One word more. I charge thee that thou attend me. Thou dost here usurp the name thou owest not, and have put thyself upon this island as a spy to win for me, the Lord on't.
No, as I am a man.
There's nothing ill can dwell in such a temple. If the ill spirit have so fair a house, good things will strive to dwell within it.
Follow me. Speak not you for him, he's a traitor. Come, follow.
No, I will die.
What? I can here disarm thee with this stick and make thy weapon drop.
Oh, beseech you, father!
Hence, take not on my garments. Come on, obey. Thy nerves are in their infancy again and have no vigor in them.
So they are. My spirits as in a dream are bound up. My father's loss, the weakness to which I feel, are but light to me. But through my prison once a day behold this maid.
It works. Come on, follow me.
Yeah.
For our escape is much beyond our loss. Few and millions can speak by cause. The wisely will serve by our sorrow with a comfort.
Prithee, peace!
He receives comfort by cold porridge.
The visitor will not give him more so.
Look, he's winding up the watch of his wit. By will strike.
Sir,
I prithee spare! Which of he or Adrian, for a good wager, first begins to crow?
The old cock.
The cockerel.
Done. The wager.
A laughter.
A match.
Though this island seems to be desert,
So you're paid.
uninhabitable and almost inaccessible,
Yet.
yet
He could not miss it.
must needs be of tender, subtle, and delicate temper.
Temperance was a delicate wench.
I am a subtle, as he most learnedly delivered.
The air breathes upon us here most sweetly.
As if it had lungs and rotten ones.
Or as 'twere perfumed by a fen.
here is everything advantageous to life.
True, save means to live.
Of that there's none, or little.
How lush and lusty the grass looks, how green.
The ground, indeed, is tawny.
With an eye of green in it.
He misses not much.
No, he doth but mistake the truth totally.
Methinks our garments are now as fresh as when we put them on first in Africa at the marriage of the king's granddaughter Clara about to the king of Tunis.
'Twas a sweet marriage, and we prosper well in our return.
You cram these words into my ears against the stomach of my sense. Would I had never married my daughter there, but coming thence, it is lost, my son is lost. O my heir of Naples and of Milan, What strange fish hath made his meal on thee?
Sir, he may live. I saw him beat the surges under him and ride upon their backs. He trod the water whose enmity he flung aside and breasted the surge most swollen that met him. His bald head was like a tense waves he kept, and ordered himself with his good arms unless he stroked to the shore. I not doubt he came alive to land.
No! No, he's gone.
Sir! You may thank yourself for this great loss that would not bless our Europe with your daughter, but rather lose her to an African.
Prithee, Pinks!
We may have lost your son, I fear, forever. Milan and Naples have more widows in them of this business making than we bring men to comfort them. The fault is your own.
So is the tears of the lost.
My Lord Sebastian, the truth you speak doth of some gentleness and time to speak it. You rub the sore when you should burn the plaster.
Very well.
It is foul weather and a soulful sir when you are cloudy.
Foul weather?
Very foul. Nay, good my lord, be not angry.
No, I warned you. Oh, will you let me asleep, for I am very heavy.
Go sleep and hear us.
What? All so soon asleep? I wish mine eyes, what with themselves, shut out my thoughts.
I find they are inclined to do so.
Please you, sir, do not omit the heavy offer of it. It seldom visits sorrow. When it doth, it is a comforter.
We too, my lord, will guard your person while you take your rest and watch your safety.
Thank you, what is heavy?
What strange drowsiness possesses them?
It is the quality of the climate.
Why doth it not our eyelids sink? Have I not myself disposed to sleep?
Nor I. My spirits are nimble. They fell together all, as by consent. They dropped, as by a thunderstroke. What might, worthy Sebastian? Oh, what might! No more. And yet, methinks I see it in thy face, what thou shouldest be. The occasion speaks thee, and my strong imagination sees a crown dropping upon thy head.
What? Art thou waking?
You not hear me speak?
I do, and surely it is a sleepy language, and thou speakest out thy sleep. What is it thou didst say?
Noble Sebastian, thou lettest thy fortune sleep, die rather weakest whilst thou art waking.
Thou dost snore distinctly. There's meaning in thy snores.
I am more serious than my custom. You must be so too, if he be.
Prithee, say on. The setting of thy nine sheath proclaim a matter from thee.
Thus, sir, although this lord of weak remembrance professes to persuade the king his son's alive, 'tis as impossible that he is undrowned and he that sleeps here swims.
I have no hope that he's undrowned.
Oh, out of that no hope, what great hope have you? Will you grant with me that Ferdinand is drowned?
He's gone.
Then tell me, who's the next heir of Naples?
Clarabelle.
She who is queen of Tunis, she who dwells 10 leagues beyond man's life. We were all sea swallowed, though some cast again, and by that destiny to perform an act where what's past is prologue, what to come in yours, and my discharge.
What stuff is this? How say you? 'Tis true, my brother's daughter is queen of Tunis, so she is heir of Naples, twixt which regions there is some space.
A space whose every cubic seems to cry out, how shall that Clarabelle measure us back to Naples, keep in Tunis, and let Sebastian wake? Say, this were death that now hath seized them. Why, they were no worse than now they are. Oh, that you bore the mind that I do! What a sleep were this for your advancement! Do you understand me?
Methinks I do. I do remember you did supplant your brother Prospero, huh?
True. And look how well my garments sit upon me, much feeter than before. My brother's servants were then my fellows, now they are my men.
But for your conscience.
Aye, sir, where lies that? Here lies your brother, whom I, with disobedient steel, 3 inches of it, can lay to bed forever, whilst you doing thus to this ancient morsel, this Sir Prudence. For all the rest, they'll take suggestion as a cat laps milk.
Thy king, your friend, shall be my president. As thou gost Milan, I'll come by Naples. Draw thy sword, whence thou shalt free thee from the treaty which thou payest, and I, the king, shall love thee.
Draw together, and when I rear my hand, do you the like to fall it on Gonzalo.
Aye.
1, 2, 3.
But one word.
My master, through his arm, foresees the danger that you, his friend, are in, and sends me forth, or else his project dies to keep them living. If of life you keep a care,
Shake off silver and beware.
Then let us both be sudden.
Was that the king?
What? How now? Hold away! Why are you drawn? Where for this ghastly looking?
What's the matter?
Well, as we stood here securing your repose, even now we heard a hollow bellowing like bulls or rather lions. Did not wake you? It struck my ear most terribly.
I heard nothing.
Oh, it was a din to fright a monster's ear, to make an earthquake. Sure, it was the roar of a whole herd of lions.
Aye.
Heard you this, Gonzalo?
Upon mine honor, sir, I heard a humming, and there's a strange one too, which did awake me. 'Tis best we stand upon our guard, or that we quit this place. Let's draw our weapons.
Lead on this ground, and let's make further search for my poor son.
Heavens, keep it from these beasts, for he is sure on the island.
Lead away!
Onward then.
Prospero, my lord, shall know what I have done. So, king, go safely on and see thy son.
All the diseases that the sun sucks up are possible force. His spirit, he hears me, and yet I need moss course. Lo now, lo, here comes a spirit of his, a forfeit, which as you are not mining.
Here's neither bush nor shrub to bear off any weather at all, and another storm brewing. I can hear it sing in the wind. Yon same black cloud cannot choose but fall by pailfuls. What have we here? A man for a fish, dead or alive. Fish. Fish. Oh, a very ancient fish-like smell. Strange fish. Legged like a man, and his fins like arms. Warm. Oh my trough! This is no fish, but an islander that hath lately suffered by a thunderbolt. Alas! The storm has come again! My best waves creep under his gabardine. There is no other shelter hereabouts. Misery acquaints a man with strange bedfellows.
I shall no more to sea. Here shall I die ashore.
This is a scurvy tune to sing at a man's funeral.
But here's my comfort. The master, the swabber, the boatswain, and I, the gunner, and his mate, loved Moll, Meg, Marian, and Marjorie. But none of us cared for Kate. She loved not the savor of tar or pitch, yet a tailor might scratch her where'er she did itch. So to sea, boys, and let her go hang. This is a scurvy tune, too. But here's my comfort.
Do not torment me all!
What's the matter? Have we devils here?
Torment me all!
This is some monster of the isle with 4 legs, that hath got, as I take it, an ague. Where the devil should he learn our language? I shall give him some relief if it be but for that.
Oh, do not permit me a boy! He's in his fit now and does not talk after the wisest.
He shall taste of my bottle. If he ne'er drink wine afore, we'll go near to remove his fit. Come on your ways. Open your mouth. Here is that which will give language to you, cat. Open your mouth. This will shake your shaking. I can tell you, and that soundly. You cannot tell who's your friend. Open your chaps again.
I should know that voice. It should be. When he is drowned. Oh, and these are devils. Oh, defend me.
4 legs and 2 voices. A most delicate monster. His forward voice is now to speak well of his friend. His backward voice is to utter foul speeches and to detract. If all the wine in my bottle will recover him, I will help his ague. Come! Amen. I will pour some in thy other mouth.
Don't go!
Does thy other mouth call me? Oh, mercy, mercy, this is the devil and no monster. I will leave him. I have no long spoon.
Stop no! If thou beest, stop no! Touch me and speak to me, for I am Trinculo. Be not afeard, thy gift for Trinculo.
If thou beest Trinculo, come forth. I will pull thee by the lesser legs. If any be Trinculo's legs, these are they. Very Trinculo indeed! How camest thou to be the siege of this moon calf? Can he vent Trinculos?
I took him to be killed by a thunderstroke. But art thou not drowned, Stefano? I hid me under the dead moon calf's gabardine for fear of the storm. And art thou living, Stefano? Oh, Stefano! Stefano, your bulletin escaped!
Really, do not turn me about. My stomach is not constant.
That's a great God, that has a good wine. I will kneel it to him.
How didst thou escape? How camest thou hither? Swear by this bottle how thou camest hither. I escaped upon a butt of sack, which the sailors heaved o'erboard. By this bottle.
I swear upon thy bottle to be thy true subject, for the wine is excellent.
Yes. Swear then how thou escapest.
Swim ashore, man, like a duck. I can swim like a duck. I'll be sworn.
Here, kiss the book. No, thou canst swim like a duck. Thou art made like a goose.
Stefano, hast any more of this?
The whole butt, man. My cellar's in a rock by the seaside where my wine is hid. How now, moon calf? How does thine ague?
Hast thou not dropped from heaven?
Out of the moon I do assure thee. I was the man in the moon when time was.
I have seen thee in her, and I do adore thee.
Come, swear to that. Kiss the book. I will furnish it anon with new contents. Swear.
This is a very shallow monster. Well done, monster, in good sooth.
I will kiss thy foot, I pray. Be my God.
By this light, a most perfidious and drunken monster. When God's asleep, he'll rob his bottle.
I'll kiss thy foot. I swear myself. Thy subject.
Come on then. Down and swear.
I shall laugh myself to death at this puppy-headed monster. A most scurvy monster. I find in my heart to beat him.
Come, kiss.
But that the poor monster's in drink, an abominable monster.
A plague upon the tyrant that I serve! Oh, bear with no more 6! But foulest deed, thou wondrous man.
A most ridiculous monster, to make a wonder of a poor drunkard.
I will show you thy iron. Would thou go with me?
Lead the way without any more talking. Trinculo, the king and all our company, else being drowned, we shall inherit here. Here! Come, fellow Trinculo, bear my bottle. We'll fill him by and by again.
Farewell, master. Farewell, farewell.
Halloween monster! A drunken
he had just some sports are painful, and their labor delight them sets off. Some kinds of baseness are nobly undergone, and most poor matters point to rich ends. This my mean task would be as heavy to me as odious. But the mistress to which I serve quickens what's dead, and makes my labors pleasures. Oh, she's 10 times gentle than her father's crabness, and he's composed of harshness. I must remove these thousands of logs and pile them up upon a sword junction. My sweet mistress weeps when she sees me work and says, some kinds of baseness and never like executors. I forget. But these sweet thoughts do even refresh my labors, most busy less when I do it.
Alas, now pray you, work not so hard. I would the lightning had burnt up those logs that you were enjoined to pile. Pray, set it down and rest you. When this burns, 'twill weep for having wearied you. My father is hard and steady. Pray, rest yourself. You stayed for these 3 hours.
Almost, dear mistress. The sun will set before I shall discharge what I must strive to do.
If you'll sit down, I'll bear your logs the while. Pray, give me that. I'll carry it to the pile.
No, precious creature. I had rather crack my sinews, break my back, than you shall just undergo while I sit lazy by.
But I should do it with much more ease, for my will is to it, and yours is against.
Poor worm, thou art infected. This visitation shows it.
You look warily.
No, noble mistress, 'tis for sporting with me when you're by a night. I do beseech you. What is your name?
Miranda. Oh! My father! I broke your rest to say so.
Admire Miranda. Indeed, the top of admiration, worth what's dearest in the world. Full many a lady have eyed with best regard. But you, oh you, so perfect and so peerless, are created of every creature's best.
I do not know one of my sex. No woman's face remember, save from my glass mine own. Nor have I seen more that I may call men than you, good friend, and my dear father. How features are abroad, I'm skilless of. But by my modesty, I would not wish any companion in the world but you.
Hear my soul speak. The very instant that I saw you, did my heart fly to your service.
Oh.
There resides, to make me slave to it, and for your sake. Am I this patient-like man?
Do you love me?
Oh heaven! Oh earth! Bear witness the sound, and crown my profess what kind of event, if I speak true, I beyond all limit of what else in the world do love, prize, honor you.
I'm a fool to weep at what I am glad of.
Wherefore weep you?
At mine unworthiness, that dare not offer what I shall desire to give, much as take what I shall die to want. But this is trifling. I'm your wife, if you'll marry me. If not, I'll die your maid. To be your fellow you may deny me, but I'll be your servant whether you will it or no.
My mistress dearest, and I thus humble ever.
My husband then?
I, with a heart of willing, here's my hand.
And here's mine, with my heart in it.
so glad at this as thee I cannot be, who are surprised withal. But my rejoicing at nothing can be more. Out my book, for yet ere supper time must I perform much business appertaining.
What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? Early in thy morning.
Tell not me when the butt is out. We will drink water, not a drop before. Therefore, bear up and boredom. Servant monster, drink to me.
Servant monster, the folly of this island. They say there is but 5 upon this isle. We are 3 of them. If the other 2 be brains like us, the state totters.
Drink, servant monster, when I bid thee. Thy eyes are almost set in thy hand.
Well, where should they be set else? He were a brave monster indeed, if they were set in his hollow.
But that monster hath drowned his tongue in sack. For my part, the sea cannot drown me. I swam ere I could recover the shore 35 leagues off and on. Thou shalt be my lieutenant, monster, or my standard.
You're a lieutenant, if you list. He is no standard.
Speak, mooncalf, for once in thy life that thou beest a good mooncalf.
Oh, does your honor, let me lick your shoe. I won't serve him, he's not valiant.
Thou liest, most ignorant monster. Wilt thou tell the most monsters lie? Big but half a fish, and half a monster.
Lord, how he mocks me. Will you enter my lord?
Lord, quoth he, that the monster should be such a natural.
Lo, again, bite him to death, I pray.
Trinculo, keep a good tongue in your head. The poor monster's my subject, and he shall not suffer indignity.
I thank my noble lord.
Now, Mary, kneel and repeat the suit you made to me. I shall stand, and so shall Trinculo.
I say, Lord, as I told you before, I am slave to a tyrant, a magician, that had cheated me on my iron.
Thou liest!
Thou liest, thou stupid monkey thou! I will my valiant master would destroy thee. I do not lie.
Trinculo, trouble him any more in his tale, and by this hand I will supplant some of your teeth.
Why, I said nothing.
None then, and no more. Proceed.
I say by magic he got this island. In thy greatness, wilt you him? Thou shalt be lord of it, and I serve thee!
How now shall this be compassed? Canst thou bring me to the party?
Yeah, my lord, while he's asleep, you may knock it down into his hand.
Thou liest, thou cannot.
What an idiot this is! Now discussing food. I do beseech thee, thy greatness, give the blows and take his partners from there.
Trinculo, run into no further danger. Interrupt the monster, what word further? And by this hand, I will turn my mercy out of doors and make a stock fish of thee.
Why, what did I? I did nothing. I'll go further off.
Didst thou not say he lied?
Thou liest!
Do I so? Take thou that. As you like, give me the lie another time.
I did not get the lie. I hear your wits and berry too. I'll pocket your bottle, and rain on your monster, and the devil take a beggar!
Now, forward with your tale. Prithee, stand farther off.
Beat him enough, and then I'll beat him too.
Stand farther. Proceed.
In the afternoon, Prospero naps, till thou may fast his skull, or cut his neck with thy knife. And then mostly deeply to consider is the beauty of this daughter.
Is it so brave, alas?
My lord.
Monster, I will kill this man. His daughter and I will be king and queen. Save our graces. And Trinculo and thyself shall be viceroys. Dost thou not like the plot, Trinculo?
Excellent.
Give me thy hand. I am sorry I beat thee. But whilst thou livest, keep a good tongue in thy head.
While he's nappy, will you kill him?
Aye, on mine honor.
This will I tell my master.
This I will tell my master.
This I will tell my master.
Thou makes me merry, I am full of happiness. Will you sing a song? You taught me that.
At thy request, monster, I will do reason. Any reason. Come, Trinculo, let us sing. Float on and scout on and scout on and float on, float in
If thou beest a man, show thyself in thy likeness. If thou beest a devil, take dost thou list. He that dies pays all debts. I defy thee. Mercy upon all. No, monster, not I. Not of you, the iron is full of noises, squeeze, sounds, airs, beckon to wine, and heard not. Sometimes 1,000 twangling instruments well hum about my ears. This shall prove a brave kingdom to me, where I shall have my music for nothing. When Prospero is the storm, that shall be. By and by, I remember the story.
The sun's going away. Let's follow it, and after 2 on work.
Lead, monster, will follow. I wish I could see this caterer. He lays it on.
Well done. I'll follow something else.
I can't go no further, sir. My old bones ache. By your patience, I needs must rest me.
Oh, Lord, I cannot blame thee. I am myself attached with weariness to the dawning of my spirits. Sit down and rest. He is drowned, whom thus we stray to find. Well, let him go.
I am right glad that he is so out of hope. Do not, for one repulse, forego the purpose that you resolve to effect.
The next advantage we will take thoroughly.
Let it be tonight, for now they are oppressed with travel. They will not nor cannot use such vigilance as when they are fresh.
I say tonight, no more.
What harmony is this, my good French harp?
Marvelous sweet music.
Keeper's heavens. What were these?
A living drollery. Now I will believe that there are unicorns, that there is one tree, a phoenix throne, one phoenix reigning at this hour there.
I'll believe both. And what does else want credit come to me, and I'll be sworn tis true. Travelers ne'er did lie, no fools at home to know.
Even Naples should report this now. But they believe me. If I should say I saw such islanders, for certes these are people of the island, although they are of much shape yet known, their manners are more gentle kind than of many, nay, almost any.
Honest Lord, thou hast said well, for some of you here present are worse than devils.
They vanish strangely.
No matter, since they left their viands behind, for we have stomachs. Would it please you taste of what is here?
Not I.
Free, sir, you need not fear.
I will stand to and feed, although my last. No matter, since I feel the best is past. Brother, my lord the Duke, stand to and do as we.
Never-suffited sea hath caused to belch up you, and on this island where man doth not inhabit, you amongst men, being most unfit to live.
I mad you mad!
You fools!
I and my fellows are ministers of fate.
The elements of whom your swords are crafted may as well wound the loud winds, or with be-mocked at stabs, kill the still-closing waters as diminish one dow that's in my plume. My fellow ministers are like invulnerable.
But remember,
that was business flew.
That you three from Milan did supplant good Prospero.
exposed unto the sea which hath been quitted, him his innocent child.
For which foul deed the powers delaying, not forgetting, have incensed the seas and shores,
Yea, thou the creator!
against your peace,
Be thy son Alonso the have be read.
and do pronounce by me lingering perdition, worse than any death can be at once, shall step by step attend you and your ways, for which you can only escape by heart sorrow and the clear life ensuing.
Oh, it is monstrous, monstrous. Methought the bell spoke and told me of it. The winds did sing to me, and that thunder, that deep and dreadful organ pipe pronounced the name of Prospero.
But one beat at a time. I'll fight through weeds and sour.
I'll be thy second.
Oh, swift and the Gasperer! Follow them swiftly, and hinder them from what this ecstasy may not provoke them to.
Follow, I pray thee!
If I have too austerely punished you, your compensation makes amends. All thy vexations were but my trials of thy love, and thou hast strangely stood the test here. Afore heaven, I gratify this my rich gift. O Ferdinand, do not smile at me that I boast her off, for thou shalt find she will outstrip all praise and make it halt behind her.
I do believe it against an oracle.
Sit then and talk with her, she is thine own. What, Ariel, my industrious servant, Ariel?
What would my potent master? Here I am.
Thou and thy meaner fellows your last service did worthily perform, and I must use you in such another trick. Go bring the rabble, over whom I give thee power, here to this place. Incite them to quick motion, for I must bestow upon the eyes of this young couple some vanity of mine art. It is my promise, and they expect it from me.
Presently!
Aye, with a twink.
Before you can say come and go,
And great life and cry so.
Each one tripping on his toe.
we'll be here with mop and mow.
Do you love me, master? No!
Dearly, my delicate Ariel. Well, now come, my Ariel, bring a corollary rather than want a spirit. Appear and pertly. No tongue, all eyes, be silent.
Ceres, most bounteous lady, thy rich lees of wheat, rye, barley, oats, vetches, and peas.
Thy turfy mountains where live nibbling sheep, and flat meads thatched with stone for them to keep.
Thy bags with pion and twilled brims, which spudgy April at thy hespy trims.
And make cold knits, chase crowns, and thy broom robes, who shadow the dismissed bachelor lives.
Being last lorn, thy pole-clipped vineyard, and thy sea-marred, stubble and rocky hard.
Where thou thyself dost air, the queen of the sky, whose watery arched messenger am I.
Bid these leave these with her sovereign grace, here on this grass plot in this very place.
To come and sport for peacocks, fly in vain, approach rich Ceres, her to entertain.
Hail, many-colored messenger that never dost disobey the wife of Jupiter. Why hath the queen summoned me hither to this short grass green?
A contract of true love to celebrate, and some donation freely to estate on the blessed lovers.
Tell me, heavenly beau, as Venus and her son, as thou dost know, do now attend the queen. Since they did plot that dusky dish my daughter got, she and her blind boy's scandal company I have forsworn.
Of her society, be not afraid. I met her deity, cutting the clouds towards Bacchus and her son. Dove drawn with her, here
they may prosperous be.
And honor in their issue.
Let me live here ever. So rare, a wondered father and a wife make this place paradise.
I had forgot that foul conspiracy of the beast Caliban and his confederates against my life. The minute of their plot has almost come. Well done, avoid, no more.
This is strange. Your father's in some passion and works him strongly.
Never till this day saw I him touched with anger so distempered.
You do look, my son, in a moved sort, as if you were dismayed. Be cheerful, sir. Our revels now are ended. These are afterwards, as I foretold you, were all spirits, and are melted into air. Into thin air. And like the baseless fabric of this vision, the great globe itself shall dissolve. We are such stuff as dreams are made on, and our little life is rounded with a sleep. Sir, I am vexed. Bear with my weakness, my brain is troubled. Be not disturbed with my infirmity. If you be pleased, retire to my cell and there repose. A turn or two I'll walk to still my beating mind.
We wish your peace.
Come with a thought, I thank thee, Ariel.
Thy thoughts I cleave to. What's thy pleasure?
Spirits, we must prepare to meet with Caliban. Say it, where didst thou leave these varlets?
I told you, sir. They were red hot with drinking. Then I beat my tabard, at which like unbacked colts they pricked their ears.
And there's the island.
Uplifted and lonely.
As they smelled music, so I charmed their ears that calf-like they my lowing followed through.
Toothbriars.
Doctor!
At last I left them in the filthy mental pool beyond your cell.
This was well done, my bird. Thy shape invisible retain it still. The trumpery in my house, go bring it hither, for stale to catch these thieves.
I go!
I go!
A devil, a born devil, on whose nature nurture can never stick, on whom my pains, humanely taken, all lost, quite lost. And as with age his body uglier grows, so is mine cankers. I will plague them all, even to roaring. him on this line.
Pray you, tread softly. We are now near a sound. Monster, your fairy, which you say is a harmless fairy, has done little better than play the jack with us.
Monster, I do smell horse piss, in which my nose is in great indignation.
So is mine. Do you hear, monster? If I should take some displeasure against you, look you, thou wert but a lost monster. Good, my lord, be patient. Aye, but to lose our bottles and the poor. There's not only disgrace and dishonor in that monster, but an infinite loss.
Pray, my king, be quiet. This is a mouth of Prospero cell. Enter and make this iron thine own forever.
Give me thy hand. I do begin to have bloody thoughts.
Oh, Stefano! Oh, hero worthy Stefano! Look where wardrobe is for thee!
No, thou fool! It is but twice!
Oh! We know what belongs to a frippery.
Put off that gown, Triculo! By this hand, I'll have that gown. Let's do the murder first! You quiet, monster!
Monster, put some lime upon your fingers and away with the rest.
I will have none of it. We shall lose our time, and it'll all be turned into barnacles or to apes.
Monster, lay to your fingers. Go help bear this away to where my hogshead of wine is, or I'll turn you out of my kingdom. Go to carry this.
Oh, indeed.
I am this.
Let them be hunted soundly. At this hour lay at my mercy all mine enemies. Surely shall all my labors end, and thou shalt have the air of freedom. How's the day?
On the 6th hour, my lord, at which time you said our work should cease.
I did say so when I first raised the Tempest. Say, my spirit, how fares the king and his followers?
Confined together, just as you left them, in the same fashion as you gave in charge.
All prisoners, sir, and line go which rather fence yourself.
They cannot but live. Your charm so strongly works them, sir, that if you now beheld them, your affections would become tender.
Dost thou think so, spirit?
Mine would, so right, human.
And mine shall. Though with their high wrongs I instruct to the quick, yet with my nobler reason gates my fury do I take part. The rarer action is in virtue than in vengeance. Go release them, Ariel. My charms I'll break, their senses I'll restore, and they shall be themselves.
I'll fetch them, sir.
I'll fetch them, sir.
I have bedimmed the noontide sun, called forth the mutinous winds, and twixt the green sea and the azure vault set roaring war. But this rough magic I here abjure, and when I have acquired some heavenly music, which even now I do, to work mine end upon their senses that this airy charm is for, I'll break my staff, bury it certain fathoms in the earth, and deeper than did ever plummet sound, I'll drown my book. A solemn air and the best comforter to an unsettled fancy cure thy brains. Now useless, boiled within thy skull. There stand, for you are spell stopped. Holy Gonzalo, honorable man, mine eyes, even sociable to the show of thine, fall fellowly drops. O good Gonzalo, my true preserver, and a loyal sir to him you followest. I will pay thy graces home both in word and deed. Most cruelly didst thou, Alonso, use me and my daughter. Thy brother was a furtherer in the act. Thou art pinched for it now, Sebastian. Flesh and blood, you, brother mine, that entertained ambition, expelled remorse in nature, who if Sebastian would here have killed your king? I do forgive thee, unnatural though thou art. Not one of them that yet looks on me or would know me, Ariel. Fetch me the hat and robe in my cell. I will discase thee, and myself present as I was sometime alone. Quickly, spirit, thou shalt ere long be free. Why, that's my dainty Ariel. I shall miss thee, but yet thou shalt have freedom. So. To the king's ship, the master of the boatswain being awake, enforce into this place, and presently, I prithee.
I drink the air before me, and return our air to your pulse twice beat.
Behold, Sir King, the wronged Duke of Milan, Prospero, for more assurance that a living prince does now speak to thee.
Whether thou beest he or no, and if this be at all a most strange story, thy dukedom I resign and do entreat. Oh, pardon me my wrongs. But how should Prospero be living and be here?
First, noble friend, let me embrace thine age, whose honor cannot be measured or confined.
If this be or be not, I'll not swear.
Welcome, my friends all. But you, my grace of lords, were I so minded, I here could pluck his highness's frown upon you and justify you traitors. At this time I will tell no tale.
The death speaks in him.
No! For you, most wicked sir, whom to call brother would even infect my mouth, I do forgive thy rankest faults, all of them, and require my dukedom of thee, which perforce I know thou must restore.
If thou beest Prospero, how hast thou met us here, whose 3 hours since were wrecked upon the shore, where I have lost, how sharp the point of this remembrance is, my dear son Ferdinand.
I am the woeful, sir. I have the like loss.
You the like loss?
As great to me as late, for I have lost my daughter.
A daughter? Oh heavens! That they were both living in Naples, the king and queen there. When did you lose your daughter?
In this last tempest. But howsoever you have been jostled from your senses, know for certain that I am Prospero, and that very duke, which was thrust forth of Milan, who most strangely upon this shore where you were wrecked, was landed to be the lord on it. No more yet of this. My dukedom, since you've given me again, I will requite you with as good a thing, at least bring forth a wonder, to content ye as much as me my dukedom.
Sweet lord, you play me false.
No, my dearest love, I would not for the world.
Yes, for a score of kingdoms you should wrangle, and I would call it fair play.
If this proves a vision of the island, one dear son shall I twice lose?
A most high miracle.
Though the seas threaten, they are merciful. I have cursed them without cause.
Now all the blessings of a glad father compass thee about. Arise! And say how thou camest here.
Oh, wonder! How many goodly creatures are there here! How beauteous mankind is! Oh, brave new world that has such people in it!
'Tis new to thee.
Who is this maid with whom thou wast at play? Is she the goddess that had severed us and brought us thus together?
Sir, she is mortal, but by immortal providence, she's mine. She is daughter to this famous Duke of Milan, of whom I have received a second life, and second father this lady makes him to me.
I am hers.
I have only wept. Look down, you God, and on this couple drop a blessed crown.
I say, amen, Gonzo. Give me your hands. Let grief and sorrow still embrace his heart, that doth not wish you joy.
Be it so. Amen. Look, sir. Here is more of us. What is the news?
The best news is that we have safely found the royal king and company. The next, our ship, which, since 3 glasses since we gained on split, is tight and yarn bravely rigged as when we first put out to sea.
Sir, all this service have I done since I went.
My tricksy spirit.
These are not natural events. They have strengthened, strange to stranger. Say, how came you hither?
If I did think, sir, ever well awake, I'll strive to tell you. We were dead asleep, and how we know not all collapsed on their hatches.
Where but now, even with strange and several noises of roaring, howling, and jiggly chains, a more diversity of sounds, we will await and all horrible.
Straight away at liberty, where we freshly beheld a royal, good, and gallant ship, our master capering to eye her.
On a trace, so to please you, even in the dream, we were revived from them of what will be hither.
Was it well done?
Was it well done?
Bravely, my spirit, thou shalt be free. Go set Caliban and his companions through retreat. Untie the spell. How fares my gracious sir? There are yet missing of your company some few odd lads that you remember not.
Every man shift for all the rest, and let no man take care for himself, for all is but fortune. Coraggio, bully monster, coraggio!
Oh, if these be true spies that I wear inside my head. Here's a goodly sight.
Oh, Sadibus, these be fine spirits indeed. How fine my master is. I'm afraid he will chastise me.
What things are these, my Lord Antonio? Will money buy them?
Very like. One of them is a plain fish, and no doubt marketable.
These 3 have robbed me. And this demi-devil, for he's a bastard one, had plotted with them to take my life. 2 of these fellows you must know and own. This thing of darkness, acknowledge mine.
I shall be best you that.
Is not this Stefano, my drunken butler?
He is drunk now. Where had he wine?
And Trinculo is reeling right. Where should they find this grand liquor that a gilded? How camest thou on this pickle?
I have been in such a pickle since I saw you last night. I fear me. Will never out of my boat.
Why, how now, Stefano?
Oh, touch me not! I am not Stefano, but a crab!
You'd be king of the Isle, Sirrah?
Oh, I should have been a sore one then. Oh,
Strangest thing as ever I looked on.
He is as disproportioned in his manners as in his shape. Go, Sirrah, to my cell. Take with you your companions, as you look to have my pardon, trim it handsomely.
I that I wear what I twice double as was I to take his drunkard for a god.
Go to, away.
So your luggage where you found it.
Or stole it, rather.
Sir, I invite your highness and your train to my poor cell, where you shall take your rest for this one night, which part of it I'll waste with such discourse as to the story of my life. And in the morn, I'll bring you to your ship and so to Naples, where I hope to see the nuptial of these our dearly beloved solemnized, and thence retire me to mine alive.
I long to hear the story of your life, which must take the years strangely.
I'll deliver all, and promise you calm seas, auspicious gales, and sail so expeditious that shall catch your royal fleet far off.
yeah! Yeah! Let's go!
Thank the heavens! Thank the heavens! Go with you!
My Ariel, chick. That is is thy charge. Then to the elements be free, and fare thou well. Please you draw near. Now my charms are all o'erthrown, and with strength I have mine own, which is most faint. Now 'tis true I must be here confined by you, or sent to Naples. Let me not, since I have my dukedom got,
And pardon the deceiver.
Dwell on this fair island by your spell.
You lift me from my band with the help of your good hands.
Gentle breath of yours, my sails must fill.
Or else my project fails.
Which was to please.
now I want spirits to enforce are to enchant.
My ending is despair,
If I be relieved, unless I be relieved by prayer.
which pierces so that it assaults mercy itself and frees all faults.
As you from crimes would pardoned be, let your indulgence
Set me free!